5 starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Dan Hagan. An Afghan refugee was in Marathon County Court today for his initial court appearance. Matiullah Mati faces charges for alleged fourth-degree sexual assault. Today's initial appearance came after the Wausau Police Department arrested Mati earlier this month. He, along with other Afghan refugees, came to central Wisconsin after taking part in a refugee resettlement programming following American troops pulling out of Afghanistan. A court order signature bond of $5,000 was issued today. Mati is scheduled to undergo a one-day jury trial on July 27th. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us now. Jeff, a cold and cloudy day today.
Yeah, temperature is back in the teens and now some light snow is entering the picture. Let's start here now in Stevens Point where there is some light snow falling as we speak. Not a lot, just a little. We're talking a widespread 1 to 3 inch snowfall for us tonight. It'll be out of here by early parts of tomorrow morning. But here's the radar. It's just now beginning to get started. So anything white is radar returns on here now. By far the heaviest stuff though is across parts of southern and central Wisconsin. That'll likely stay there. We're talking 3 inches down that way. For us to appear probably a 1 to 2 inch snowfall tonight into tomorrow morning. So here's that map. And again, the ground temperatures are so cold now again that whatever falls will stick. It'll slow your roll tonight as you make your way out and about. So our forecast then tonight though is cloudy skies, some light snow and flurries out there. Not really a big deal. And cold again with low temperatures down near 1. Your full forecast is coming up. Dan.
Russia launched a wide-ranging attack on Ukraine late last night, our time, hitting cities and bases with airstrikes and shelling. Ukraine's government pleaded for help as it said Russian tanks and troops rolled across the border in a full-scale war. President Vladimir Putin ignored global condemnation and new sanctions as he unleashed Moscow's most aggressive action in a generation. Ukrainian officials said their forces were battling Russians on a series of fronts. Several thousand Ukrainians have crossed into neighboring countries, while an estimated 100,000 have fled their homes and are uprooted in the country. President Biden announced additional harsh sanctions against Russia and new U.S. troop deployments. Biden delivered a stern message from the East Room, calling the attack on Ukraine premeditated and unjustified. The president vowed to defend every inch of NATO territory with the full force of American power.
Putin is the aggressor. Putin chose this war, and now he and his country will bear the consequences.
Biden declared that today's new round of sanctions exceed everything he's ever done. The president also reassuring the nation that the U.S. forces will not be engaged in the conflict between Russia and Ukraine.
Our forces conflict with Russia in Ukraine. Our forces are not going to Europe to fight in Ukraine, but to defend our NATO allies and reassure those allies in the East. As I made crystal clear, the United States will defend every inch of NATO territory with the full force of American power.
Biden went on to say that Putin has much larger ambitions than just Ukraine, that Putin wants to reestablish the former Soviet Union. The U.S. government is on high alert for Russian cyber attacks. A senior FBI cyber official warned U.S. businesses and local governments they should be vigilant against potential ransomware attacks. Russia has shown an ability to cause significant disruption and damage in the cyberspace in the past. Some of the biggest cyber attacks against the U.S. infrastructure in the past 2 years have been linked to suspected Russian hackers. The worries of a large-scale war in Ukraine were felt in a Milwaukee church this morning. Elaine Rojas Castillo talked with one woman of Ukrainian descent who still has friends and family in the country.
As the hymns and prayers filled the sanctuary, more than a dozen Ukrainians, young and old, prayed for their relatives back home, with the worry and fear understandable in any language. In a divine liturgy dedicated to the country, the priest gave an impassioned sermon, naming the Russian president by name, and parishioners tell us he highlighted the pain and frustration they feel about the invasion. Anya Nakonechna, who was born in the western city of Lviv before moving to Wisconsin as an infant, still has strong ties to the country. She's a fourth-year opera student who says she can't return because classes have been postponed due to the unrest. With her extended family still there, Anya says the last few days have been difficult.
We just did not think this was going to happen at all. I mean, this sort of thing of invasion is just like an old century thing where you learn in history books, and it should be in history. We were so agitated yesterday, we didn't sleep at night. We kept on calling everybody, my professors, my grandparents, my teachers, everyone that we know, just to keep updated. Thankfully, everybody's in Western Ukraine, and it's okay.
And while there is still so much still unknown, Anya says the Ukrainian people are strong and will never stop fighting for their freedom.
The Ukrainians of the world want to go and help Ukraine. It's a very different movement. It's so beautiful. And you hear these leaders, and I guess they're doing the best that they can at the moment, but we understand that they have nothing to do with it. They don't understand our culture, and that's okay. We will get there one day. It will take a long journey, but hopefully in my lifetime it will happen.
A Gleason man is accused of trying to kill a Marathon County deputy. Zachary Schwartz faces 13 charges following his confrontation with law enforcement in Marathon County last year. On August 13th in Maine, Wisconsin, Marathon County deputy attempted to arrest Schwartz. According to the deputy, Schwartz resisted cooperation and attempted to use his gun. Deputies shot back, causing injuries to him and a passenger. They were treated at a local hospital. Schwartz's charges include first-degree intentional homicide, recklessly endangering safety, and drug possession. COVID-19 cases have tumbled 90% in the U.S. since mid-January, according to new data. Johns Hopkins University says this drop from more than 800,000 daily cases to fewer than 80,000 happened over a 6-week period. Average daily case rates are back down to the level last seen in November, right before the Omicron variant was confirmed in the U.S. Hospitalizations from COVID-19 are also falling. So far, so good for the 2022 job outlook in the U.S. The Labor Department reported Thursday that continued claims for unemployment benefits fell to just under 1.5 million. When adjusted for seasonal swings, that's the lowest that level has been since March of 1970. Initial jobless claims for last week held steady at 232,000. The city of Mayoral will have a new mayor this spring, and the local library wants to help residents find the best candidate. T.B. Scott Free Library is giving folks an opportunity to familiarize themselves with the candidates. The library has set a Mayoral Forum for March 14th. The event will include a moderated debate and questions from the public. Bill Bilecki, former mayor, and Steve Haas, current alderman, are running. The current mayor, Derek Wellner, has decided not to run for the office again. The event will be held in person, but there will be a virtual option provided by the city on their website. It's National FFA Week, and a local school is celebrating. Here's the Edgar FFA Club making a big breakfast. FFA stands for Future Farmers of America. It's a national club to promote agriculture and leadership. The Edgar FFA Club will be ending the week with a farmer appreciation event. On Saturday, members will deliver cinnamon rolls and milk to area farmers and thank them for their hard work. The state wrestling tournament is this weekend, so let's shout out some of the Northwood's best athletes. Let's talk Northern Lakes Conference, thanks to Leah Palabicki for making these graphics. Crandon is sending 4 wrestlers, Elias Glinsky, Carson Mayer, Cole Shepard, and Connor Lawrence. Florence is sending Brayson Kelly. Leona Obino, 3 Lakes is sending Ryan Roy and Pearson Zaplinski. Land O'Lakes Arts is once again hosting a Youth Art Month exhibit this March. It will feature more than 250 pieces of local artwork. It will be free and open to the public from March 9th to the 24th. The entire gallery will be filled with work from local elementary and middle school students. The price of gas is rising around the world. We'll tell you why the crisis in Ukraine could make things even worse. That's right after weather with Jeff, right here on Newswatch 12.
Instead of being impartial, media outlets have become advocates for the Democrat Party. They got Joe Biden, who campaigned from his basement, elected president. Now they're covering up the disasters his policies created by attacking and censoring anyone who exposes the failures. But they can't hide inflation, higher gas prices, and rising crime from the people devastated by them. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message. I will continue to ask questions and uncover the truth.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Wausau Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our unique doctor-supervised program makes it easy to lose weight, get healthy, and get your energy back safely, naturally, and effectively. If you'd love to lose unhealthy fat without counting points or calories, no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no HCG, no drugs, no hypnosis or surgery, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695.
Hi, I'm Joe Malone from Big Cheese 1079, Wisconsin's Big Variety. I lost a total of 54 pounds, 33.5 inches on Wausau Weight Loss. I know the secret. Before doing Wausau Weight Loss, I felt very lethargic. I did Wausau Weight Loss. I dropped the pounds, and now I feel better. I have my energy back. I feel healthy. It is the most effective weight loss program I've ever done in my life.
For your free private weight loss consultation, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Welcome back, my friends. Well, this thing is about 93 million miles away this time of year. It came out today for a while, but then the clouds roll back in, and we have lots of clouds out there right now, and even some light snow showers are not too far away, although most of the snow tonight will fall across parts of central Wisconsin and southern Wisconsin as well. All right, so right now, though, it's 16 degrees in Ryan. It's still cold. The average high is still 30, right? Northeast breeze at 6, making it feel like 7 outside right now. Over in Wausau, the light snow is falling there for you, 18 degrees for a temperature with a northeast breeze around 7, making it feel like around 9. All right, so temperature-wise today, they did not do what they were supposed to do, right? The average high being 30. Nobody did that today, but there are a couple days in the forecast with temperatures above 30, just not for right now. It's currently 15 for Antigo, 20 for Wapaka, 16 Diamond Lakes. You get the idea. Another cold day for us today, but hold on. Here we go. 22 tomorrow, 32 for Saturday. That's going to feel like a heat wave, right? And a big race on Saturday to the Birkebeiner, of course. 26 on Sunday. And then look what happens Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're talking about temperatures that could break freezing for a couple days. We're not going to melt any ice castles next week, but we are definitely going to get warmer temperatures around here next week. But also some snow. Not a lot of snow, a little bit of snow, and it's pretty much out there right now. That snow is coming in the area from west to east across our region tonight. Here it is on a radar. All very, 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 very light snow. The lighter colors of white are, of course, very light flurry action. The darker blues here, though, are some lighter returns with still light snow across Adams County, Wapaka County, moving toward the Green Bay area. This is going to be the story tonight, right? But notice the sharp cutoff here, just to our north. There's going to be a band here that's going to stop and kind of just create flurries across Vilas County, back north and west into Ashland and Iron counties tonight. So most of us, though, will get an inch or two of snow tonight into early parts of tomorrow morning. Here's the radar about 8:30 or so. Notice scattered light snow showers across the area. Not really a big deal, but the ground temperatures, though, are pretty cold, so whatever falls will stick tonight into tomorrow. But by, say, midnight, this thing is pulling out of here. See you later. And by tomorrow, sunshine, or some sunshine, is back in the forecast through the afternoon. So this is going to be a widespread 1 to 3 inch snowfall. Lesser amounts as you go north, more amounts as you go south. Places like Adams, Friendship area could see 3 inches. The rest of us most likely closer to a 1 to 2 inch snowfall tonight. And then we're done. System 1, System 2, and there's nothing back behind that. High pressure builds in for the weekend. Another incredible weekend on deck for us with temperatures in the 30s on Saturday and 20s on Sunday with lots of sunshine. Our forecast tonight, though, is light snow and flurries out there. Again, a widespread 1 to 3 inch snowfall. More as you go south, less as you go north, but still cold, light fluffy snow, right? With temperatures, low temperatures down near 1. For tomorrow, it's Friday. Partly cloudy skies, highs back in the 20s. We'll take it with that sunshine through the afternoon and a west breeze around 5 to 10. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows a lack of snow, right? Look at the weekend, dry with sunshine, highs near 30 on Saturday, falling back a bit Sunday. Monday, Monday 30, then a slow climb back into the low to mid 30s by the middle of next week. Dan?
An investigation is underway looking at Honda's automatic braking systems. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration said it has received reports claiming the automatic braking system on some Honda models caused the vehicles to slow or stop for no reason. The models included are the 2017 through 2019 CR-V SUVs and 2018 and 2019 Accord sedans, a total of more than 1.7 million vehicles. It's too early to say whether the investigation will lead to a recall. The threat of war between Russia and Ukraine is hitting Americans at the gas pump. Tensions half a world away are already driving up the price of a gallon of gas, and analysts warn there's no relief in sight, just as many begin planning their spring break travel plans. Jen Sullivan has a closer look in today's Consumer Watch.
Gas prices are at the highest in more than 7 years, and with tensions rising between Russia and Ukraine, things could get worse.
The last time I filled it up was about 110.
Prices in California hit a record last week, but the pain at the pump is being felt nationwide. Gas prices have been surging for 14 months, with global demand for oil back to pre-pandemic levels. According to AAA, the national average for gasoline was $3.53 a gallon. That's up 20 cents in the past month.
The global oil supply is still kind of tight. And then you have this uncertainty about what's going to happen with Russia and Ukraine, and that throws a lot of other uncertainty into the mix.
Russia is one of the world's largest oil producers, and if the crisis escalates, some experts fear Russia could cut off natural gas exports in retaliation for sanctions by the U.S. and the European Union. If that happens, the absence of a major oil exporter like Russia could increase global demand for oil from other countries, which would impact retail prices here at home.
If we were to see Russia potentially withhold energy exports, the question would be who could make up for that?
President Biden pledging to use every tool available to limit gas price hikes as his administration faces pressure to dip back to the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Back in November, they announced the largest ever release of emergency crude oil from that supply.
I want to limit the pain the American people are feeling at the gas pump. This is critical to me.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
The Biden administration says it's engaging with oil-producing countries to increase production. Well, gas prices aren't the only thing that's rising. Mortgage rates are climbing too. After the break, we'll see what it takes to get that dream home. We'll be back in a few minutes.
This week on Jeopardy!
Feb, be wary.
Because we're entering the 222 zone.
The second month of the 22nd year.
And something is amiss.
1,600 for 1,600, please.
Something doesn't add up.
It's the dumbest $2,000 you can ever spend.
Don't miss a whole week of amazing games.
You guys have yet to miss a clue.
And one of Jeopardy's rarest endings.
All right, here we go. Good luck.
Jeopardy! Weekdays at 4:30 on NBC 12.
Allergies with nasal congestion overwhelming you? Breathe more freely with powerful Claritin D. Get fast relief of your worst allergy symptoms, including nasal congestion, so you can breathe better. Claritin D. Breathe better.
This is the purpose-built Ford F-150. It's a beast with brains. You know what? Skip this video. Go see one at the auto show.
It's auto show time, the best time to buy a Ford F-150 with ways to power up this and that. Work smarter. Muscle for most anything. Plus, special auto show offers to help you bring one home today. Order your F-150 during auto show to lock in this special flex buy offer. Plus, get an extra 1,000 retail order bonus.
The series that started it all returns on Law & Order Thursday.
It's a whole new world. We have to adapt.
Making a statement isn't enough. We need to win.
You deserve justice. This is your story. You're in control.
We all want change.
We are fighting the same enemy.
No one is above the law.
An all-new Law & Order Thursday, tonight on NBC.
Looking to break into the world of broadcast television? WJFW is now hiring for various positions. Go to WJFW.com to apply. Don't miss this opportunity.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by American Marine and Motorsports in Shawano.
There are only 4 days left to get grant applications into the Rhinelander Community Foundation. The grant is for a local organization looking for funding on a special project. Qualifying organizations include local 501c3 nonprofits, local chapters of charitable organizations, schools, hospitals, governmental units, and religious organizations. The organization must benefit people within the school district of Rhinelander boundaries. In 2021, RCF awarded 11 local organizations over $22,000. Grant applications can be found on the Rhinelander Community Foundation website. The Rhinelander Area Chamber of Commerce announced they're canceling this year's Business Showcase and Home Show. It was planned for March 19th in the Hodag Dome. The chamber said business staffing shortages, shipping delays, and price increases of goods created a variety of challenges in securing vendors for this year's event. They hope to have the event back in 2023. With the ever-increasing interest rates in today's economy, it is a hard time to buy anything, housing included. Maribel Abel takes a look at mortgage rates in the current economy.
Mortgage rates are rising and expected to do so throughout the year, and those rising rates are giving plenty of would-be home buyers a reason to wait. But for how long? The New York Times recently looked at how to assess today's housing market, and for one, plan on mortgage rates to rise more this year. But rising rates don't necessarily mean the housing market will slow down or even fall. The Times cites a recent study that found competition among buyers could still be strong even if rates rose to 6.5%. But you'll need to do the math to see if you could still afford that house you're looking at with a higher interest rate. Financial planners recommend people spend no more than about 35% of their income on total housing costs. To give you a dollars and cents breakdown of what higher rates mean, consider that a $300,000 loan at about today's rate, around 4%, will give you a monthly payment of about $1,432. Bump that interest rate up to 6% and the payment grows to almost $1,800, a jump of about $367 a month. And one of the big rules to use if you still want to go ahead with a purchase, are you willing to stay in the house for at least 5 years? That will give you time to gain a bit of equity in the property. For more on the impact of higher mortgages, check out the full story at NewYorkTimes.com.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Furniture and Appliance Mart.
It's your last chance to save at Furniture and Appliance Mart's President's Day blowout sale. Millions of dollars worth of inventory in stock and ready to go. All with no interest financing for 18 months. Furniture and Appliance Mart, making amazing rooms together.
He should have used his power to serve Wisconsin. Instead, Ron Johnson served himself. An investigation found that Ron Johnson pushed through a special tax loophole that benefited his own family's business. After the loophole became law, Ron Johnson cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since taking office. Look up the facts and tell Ron Johnson to stop passing tax laws that benefit himself.
It's only paint. It's only paint that comes in an award-winning twist and pour container. It's only paint that can cover the brightest shade of orange known to mankind in just one coat. It's only paint that will help you become TV's hottest writer, where one day you'll meet this guy who starred in that thing. So yeah, it's only paint. Only easy opening, smooth pouring, change your life both professionally and romantically. Paint. Right now at Menards, get 11% off everything, including Dutch Boy paint.
Does this sound familiar? You make the minimum payment, but the balance is still the same. You make a payment a few days late. Here come the late fees, past due notice, and the collection calls. We understand dealing with debt problems is not easy. It is stressful and hard, not only for you, but for your loved ones, your family. You're not alone, but you must understand debt problems only get worse unless you take action. If you owe more than $10,000 in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt, please take a minute and call the number on the screen. Learn about programs that have helped thousands of people get out of debt. Reduce your monthly payments, cut interest, and even settle your debt for a lot less than you owe. Save thousands. Get your life back. Call the number on the screen now. It's a free call, free information, and most importantly, you will have options. Remember, waiting will not make the problem go away. Call us. Our lines are now open.
It's your last chance to save at Furniture and Appliance Mart's President's Day blowout sale. Millions of dollars worth of inventory in stock and ready to go. All with no interest financing for 18 months. Furniture and Appliance Mart, making amazing rooms together.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by American Marine and Motorsports in Shauna.
Jeff, it's been a good snow year, but at least for me, it's been a unique snow year. When I drive around, I don't see any snowmen. It's really not packable snow at all.
Because the snow has been too light and fluffy. Except back in December. Remember December, we had like 50 inches of snow, always that wet, heavy stuff. But since then, it's been just too cold. We get
that
the light,
stuff
fluffy
melted
snow.
away?
It all melted away in December, right? So, but since then, it's all been so cold in January and February now that we can't get, you know, that good packy snowball snow when temperatures are in the teens. You can't do it.
And I feel like we're going to get more dry, fluffy snow
the
today,
snow
right?
tonight is all light and fluffy. Let's go outside now and check on it. Here we are, the radar, and everything white or blue is some light snow. This is not all reaching the ground, but it is the light, fluffy stuff. Basically, you know, you sneeze on it and it kind of disperses around you. That'll be the case tonight. A widespread kind of 1, 2, 3 inch snowfall with the greatest amounts being across central Wisconsin into southern Wisconsin. In fact, here's the map. If you're in Violets County, North Gogebic area, likely not much snow for you tonight with this system. And there's not a lot of snow in our forecast. Look at the 7-day. There's no snow in the forecast, the 7-day forecast right now. But temperatures are slowly getting warmer. So, you know, we're starting to talk ice castle maybe in Eagle River. It looks like it's safe for another week or so. But after that, we could see above average temperatures later early March.
Okay, that's good news for the Ice Castle. Yes. Thanks for joining us on News Watch 12 at 5. We will see you here at 6.